Hey guys, if I could ask you to go ahead and take this second to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny and it sure does help me. Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. Well, we're out here screwing around. I figured, bring you along for the ride, right? We're getting ready to wrap the line, the underside of the hood for the tilt nose. I figured, we got to keep rolling. We were just working on interior parts in the last video. We're still working in there, but we're waiting for our sun visor brackets and a few other items to come in, and then we'll jump back in there. Same thing goes for the exhaust. We're waiting for some stuff for that, but we got to keep rolling, so let's keep rolling. All right, so first of all, I've been prepping at this a little bit. I just scratched at it with some 100 grit just to make sure it's a little rough. And it is. The whole underside of this is pretty rough, but that's okay. I mean, anywhere I saw that could be a little bit of the beginnings of rust, I put a little converter on. It was a little red behind here. I slapped it on there. Same thing over there. They say, oh, you got to wait 24 hours. Well, we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep rolling around because it was such minute little areas. We're not overly concerned. It's coming out good. We'll spray a little bit of that grip right glue in them areas, right? We're gonna put that in all the hard to reach places anyway. And anywhere there's bare metal, I'm supposed to put this acid spray on there, primer, whatever you want to call it, for the Raptor liner. Those are all Raptor line products. And that's all left over from our last job we did when we Raptor lined the inside of the car in the trunk. So we're gonna get this done. So the first thing I need to do is get this thing all masked out. I got to put some masking tape down the seams, put some masking tape along here with that folded plastic to go up and over. We don't want any of the Raptor liner getting on the other side of the tilt nose. We just want to keep it clean. The buckets are in, they're staying in. We're just going to Raptor line them too. It's like, why not, man? This material that they used to put on back in the day, this tar, it's incredible stuff. I mean, let me show you on the other bucket. This is from the factory. I got these off of Jay. I don't want to say it's from the factory, but probably. It's like, here's some down here on the ground right by the Nova tire. This is like a tar material they used to put on the undersides of the cars. And you can see where I chipped it off. I had to chip it off so it would fit through the hole. That's like brand new, guys. That's like brand new. The paint is still brand new. It's like, it's incredible. So we're just gonna leave it on there. We're gonna put some more Raptor liner on there, and that's that, right? Why not? We just got to plug. We got the holes plugged off with masking tape where we're gonna send our wires through. That's all that matters to us, right? Right? We're gonna wrap the line from this weld seam on the bracing material forward. From here down, no. You can see this under the car when you look inside, so we're just gonna leave that flat black with the framing and everything else. All right, so let me get this thing masked up. All right, guys, well, I actually thought the camera was running. I was just gonna put it in fast mode while I masked this up, but you really didn't miss anything. I just played with the plastic and the masking tape. I ain't the world's greatest masker, but the idea is to just protect the inside of the car and the engine compartment and the outside of the tilt nose, and we did that. All right, we came in and we put the acid primer in the areas where there was bare metal showing, just like the instructions said. As you see, guys, look how beat these fenders are. That's why I'm not overly concerned. The other side's a little bit worse, but it is what it is, you know. So anyway, it looks like it's about to rain. It actually sprinkled a minute ago and then it stopped. So I'm gonna go in, reread the directions, and if it hasn't rained by then, we'll set the camera up, we'll spray this out and be done with it. All right, guys, well, there it is. We got it all on there. I have a little bit, as I stand back and look, it's a little damp. There might be a tiny bit of tiger striping. I got a little bit left in the can. I'm gonna stand back and I'll fog that, all right? But overall, take a look, it looks pretty good. Let me come over here. I was stepping on a wet piece of plastic there. I come in and look, we got it pretty gosh darn good. I think it's gonna be just fine. You know, it's nice and even. It looks the same when you open up the hood now. So we're happy with it, right? And while I was painting, and I was just about done, I had a lot of material left over. So you guys saw, I grabbed these pieces of wood. They're the back panels that we made homemade out of Lawan. And I thought to myself, you know, I spend all that money on that pleather or vinyl, why not just try to spray this Raptor liner on it? And if that works, we'll just go with that. I mean, anything, you know, when you're building a car to save a couple bucks, it looks pretty gosh darn good to me, you know? And you know what? It was next to free because the can's not quite empty yet. I still have a little bit in there. I'm gonna fog on there till it empties out. But hey, I think we might just go with that versus spending money on vinyl that we don't need to spend. All right, guys, well, it's dark out and it's really damp. So I shut the garage doors and I'm cranking up the heater. It's like 92 in here right now. I'm getting ready to shut it off. I had to take my sweatshirt off. But I wanted to give this a chance to, you know, cure. I can touch it right now, and it's not tacky, but you can tell it's not dry. But it won't transfer a fingerprint either. So I want to give it a chance to cure, at least for like 2-3 hours before we let the temperature drop down into the low 40s tonight. And then it'll be all day tomorrow before I get home from work and we can see where we're at. But I figured bring you in, let you take a quick look at it, and we'll take it from there tomorrow. All right, so check it out. Let me turn the light on so you guys can see. If I can get this light to come on, there you go. I mean, man, it's right what I was going for. A nice, clean look. When we flip the nose up, it's just a nice, clean look. Nothing super over the top. There might be a tiny bit of tiger striping over there, so we can always fix that with a fog coat, but I'm gonna let it dry before I make that judgment. Not sure. I did fog it pretty good, so I'm happy. I'm really happy with the job. And also with these, I mean, you know, listen, they're just Lawan, and you can see a couple grain marks in the Lawan, but you know, versus spending money on vinyl and stuff, I'm gonna see how these look, you know, why not? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish cleaning up, and when I get home from work tomorrow, I'll bring the camera out, I'll have the masking off, and we'll take a real good close look at it together and wrap this up. I got a few jobs I want to do. I'll tell you about tomorrow. All right, guys, well, it's the next day. We just got done unmasking it, as you've seen, and we're really happy with the job. I got out here a little later than I wanted to, but I had some stuff to do after work. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. I mean, it gets dark at 4:30, so by the time I got things rolling, it would have been dark. It's a nice, clean job. It's exactly what we were looking for, you know? It's like when you flip the hood up, it's a nice, clean, even look, and we're thrilled with it. Let me come over to the other side and let you guys have a quick look at the other side. Fender coming in. It's like, you know, it just blends together nice. It brings the whole thing together. All right, it's not too busy. We're happy with it. Okay, so next up on the agenda, I need to get rid of these C-clamps, and I'm gonna drill holes and make stops so that when we slide it out, it obviously don't slide off the end of the tracks. So we got to get that done. And also, I have to find these. I bought these pins last year. I have no idea what drawer I stuck them in, but when the hood's all the way back and closed, I'm gonna drill a hole through here and through the frame and put a pin through with like a keeper that goes down. That way, whenever like we're driving down the road, it's not bouncing and around on the bearings or anything. That it'll hold it. Plus, it's an extra safety in case, you know, something goes awry, that the front don't come flying off. So it's like a keeper pin. So I bought them. I just don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. So we got to find those. That'll probably be in the next video. It'll be just like a hodgepodge of jobs we're doing, you know. So those two things I need to get done. And then you see, like, I put a line right here. I'm not taking that much off, but I'm going to take like a 1/16 of an inch off of this plate. That way I'll have a little extra clearance at the shocks when everything's back and pinned in, okay? But you know, we're getting real close now on this tilt nose to be able to put that job to bed. All right, also I'm really happy with how these turned out, guys. Let me get the flashlight, bring it over here. Hopefully it don't strobe. They're strobing a little bit, these lights strobe. I have to turn them off and then back on. They always go lower on their own. You see how I shut them off, turn them back on, and they're on high and they don't strobe. But I'm gonna set these in the car, just set them in there for right now, and we'll see how it looks. But guys, come on. It's not bad. And you know what it was? It was free. All right, so let me set them in the car just so we can see what they look like, and then we'll wrap this video up. Take a look at that, guys. That's a huge win for us. I mean, that's going to save us so much, not having to worry about covering those. It just matches the interior perfectly. I mean, it's Raptor. The rest of the car is Raptor. We forgot to do the covers for the wire and whatever you want to call them, the caps for the inside. But we'll get to them. We got plenty. We got like 3 cans of Raptor left. So next time we get it out, like when we're spraying the Nova floor or something, we'll shoot those. It's not a big deal. But check this out. Come over here. Look at this side coming in. Isn't that great? All right, guys, we're going to end this video right here. We're really happy with the way the Raptor liner turned out on the underside of our tilt nose. It looks like those panels in the back may just be a big win for us. We'll see. All right, if you hung in there this long with us and you haven't subscribed yet, how about going ahead and doing that now? It doesn't cost you anything, and it sure does help this channel out a lot. All right, so until next time, take care, everybody.